What happens when a husband's darkest secret is exposed in the most unexpected way? Let's dive in to see how one shocking discovery turns a family's world upside down. Daniel Carter seemed like the perfect husband. At 42, he was a successful architect, well respected in his field, and had been married to his wife, Emily, for 15 years. Together, they had built a beautiful home and a seemingly happy life. But behind closed doors, Daniel had been leading a double life, one that would soon come crashing down in the most dramatic way possible. Emily had always trusted Daniel, never once questioning his late nights at work or sudden business trips. But lately, something felt off. His behavior had changed. He was more distant, more secretive, and always seemed to be texting someone. Emily's instincts told her something wasn't right. She confided in her sister Victoria, a well-respected judge known for her sharp intuition and unshakable moral compass. Victoria listened carefully but said little. She had always been protective of Emily, but this time she was hiding something herself. What Emily didn't know was that Victoria had been seeing Daniel behind her back for months. It had started as a moment of weakness, a few stolen glances, a drink that turned into a long conversation, and eventually something neither of them could undo. But now, as Emily suspected something, Victoria felt the walls closing in. One evening, Emily decided to take matters into her own hands. With her heart pounding, she installed a tracking app on Daniel's phone, something she never thought she'd do. The next night, Daniel told her he had an urgent late meeting. Emily checked the app and saw that he wasn't at work. He was at a luxury hotel across town. Emily's hands trembled as she grabbed her keys and drove to the hotel. She walked through the elegant lobby, her mind racing with possibilities. As she reached the door of the suite number Daniel's location had pinged, she hesitated for a moment. Then, with a deep breath, she knocked. The door opened, and there stood Victoria. Time seemed to freeze. The two sisters locked eyes, realization dawning like a thunderclap. Behind Victoria, Daniel appeared, his face draining of color. "Emily!" he stammered, but there were no words that could fix this. Emily's world shattered in that instant. Betrayed by her husband was one thing, but by her own sister? The pain was indescribable. She turned on her heels and walked away, ignoring Daniel's desperate pleas. But Emily wasn't the only one who had something to say. The next morning, Victoria arrived at her office where she presided over the courtroom with authority and fairness. But today, something felt different. Her confidence was shaken. Her phone buzzed with a message from Emily. "You betrayed me. But you of all people should know. Justice always comes." Victoria swallowed hard. Emily wasn't just going to cry over this, she was going to do something about it. Within days, the scandal began unraveling. Emily filed for divorce, exposing Daniel's infidelity in the legal proceedings. Word spread, and Victoria's reputation as a moral figure was suddenly under scrutiny. The media caught wind of the scandal, and soon her ability to judge fairly was questioned. Could a woman who betrayed her own sister be trusted to uphold the law? Daniel lost everything, his wife, his home, and even his job, as clients refused to work with someone so publicly disgraced. Victoria, once seen as a woman of integrity, now found herself on the receiving end of the very justice she had spent her career delivering. But Emily wasn't finished. She had one more move to make. One evening, she received an anonymous tip that Victoria had been involved in questionable rulings, possibly biased in favor of those she had personal connections with. Emily, still reeling from betrayal but fueled by justice, hired an investigator. What they found was damning. Victoria had dismissed cases that could have hurt powerful allies and ruled unfairly in others. Emily handed the evidence over to the press, and soon, Victoria was facing an internal investigation. Her once glowing career now teetered on the edge of destruction. Daniel, desperate and alone, tried to reach out to Emily, but she had moved on. She had taken control of her life, focusing on her passions and surrounding herself with people who truly cared. Victoria, on the other hand, had lost both family and reputation, left with nothing but regret. As for Emily, she walked away stronger. Betrayed, yes, but not broken. She rebuilt her life, surrounded by real friends and newfound strength. That's the story, friends. I hope you found it as shocking as I did. If you've ever experienced betrayal, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more gripping stories just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.